but feeling like a weenie. But now it's 5:30. It's time for a martini. Welcome to our show. Welcome to our Kiki, the 5:30 Quarantini.
Hello.
Hello. Dylan, you almost didn't make it. I saw you running for that chair right as the intro
I
came
forgot
down.
to get ice right as we started. I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready. And then I was like, except for there's no ice in my shaker.
Well, sorry to blow your cover. It was a very smooth landing back into the frame.
Thank you.
Hi. Happy
Hello.
Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Happy hour.
Happy hour. Speaking of happy hour, I'm in rare form today because I am drinking what? A pumpkin spice latte and wearing what?
Michael.
The Sanderson sisters.
Michael, it's August.
Dylan, this is our last show of August.
Okay, that doesn't mean that
Next week is September.
And then in 4 weeks
I've been
fall.
sitting in this chair since March.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
How's your pumpkin spice latte? Is it
My
good?
pumpkin spice latte is delicious.
It's iced because it's, you know.
It is iced. Hello, I see lots of familiar faces showing up in the comments. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Joshua. You're ready for this. We're ready for this. We're very excited. Dylan, this is a double trouble quarantine day that we've been
waiting for.
We've been wanting this for a while,
Uh-huh.
and it's two of our favorite performers, some very, very funny people joining us today, and a drink that's a favorite.
It is a favorite. We haven't done it in like probably 2 months, but
Well,
it's definitely a favesies.
Dylan, Bustamante, and Michael, you're late. We're not late. We're right on time. Welcome to the show. Speaking of the show, what do you say? Oh, I should mention, for anyone who is new around here, as always, for the entire month of August, our show is bringing attention to and raising money for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. We've talked about them a lot on this broadcast, but they're doing incredible work. Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS at BCEFA. Drop them a like, drop them a follow. We're going to talk a little bit more about them a little bit later in the show.
Yes, we will.
But what do you say? I'm thirsty. Well,
Let's
I'm
jump
not, 'cause
on
I had
in.
this, but let's do it.
Let's get ready for this.
All right, you guys. And I never even pulled my script up. This is a bad
I'll
day.
start.
All right, buckle up, because today we have not one, but two of the funniest people to ever grace a Broadway stage. Julia Mattison made her Broadway debut in Godspell and is one of New York City's favorite funny people. Her musical comedy chops have been showcased off-Broadway, on television, and beyond. She's performed in countless sold-out shows in New York cabaret venues, sometimes even as herself, but sometimes as other people. And most recently, Ruby Manger. And most recently, she was seen on Jimmy Kimmel Live alongside guest host Ben Platt.
Ooh.
Drew Gehling most recently appeared in the hit. We have so much to talk about today, Dylan. The hit, and by hit, I mean Dylan and I have watched it twice through now. The hit online murder mystery musical sensation, A Killer Party. Oh. Now available on Vimeo. You can buy it wherever you get your fine Killer Party material. But you also probably know him as the, capital T, the original Dr. Pomatter, which I always pronounce wrong, in the hit musical Waitress.
I was very proud of you.
Thank you. Or from his run as Bob Gaudio in Broadway's Jersey Boys. Let's please welcome to the show two of our favorites, Julia Mattison and Drew Gehling.
My name is Ruby Manger, and the show is Springtime for Ruby, a farewell engagement. I've dined with 7 presidents. I've kissed 300 men. I've eaten a filet mignon, then I went back and dated again. Hey boys, you wanna party?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Too bad!
You are the salt of the earth. You are the salt of the earth. That comes flavor, it ain't got much in its flavor. You can't have that salt and be salt of the earth.
Well, I do appreciate a gentleman who cares so passionately about a well-irrigated coat.
And sometimes a friend starts to treat you bad, but the world goes around. And sometimes your heart breaks without
I wanna scream and shout. Why does the world hate my mouth?
Please welcome to the stage, Drew Gehling.
It's a bad idea, me and you. Hold me close while I think this through.
Yeah, it's a very poor idea, me and you. Botched operation, let's face it. Making mistakes like this will make worse what was already pretty bad. This secret is safe, no reason to cry it away when there's love to be had.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods, only feelings. Let us meet this moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You know, as a present for the moment.
We're a pack and we're in it together. Not the crap from Andrew Lloyd Webber. It's the thrill of the kill when I'm out of the crowd. And you're gonna hear me growl. There's a big cat. You're a big cat. You were not the kitten that you were. There's a big cat in me.
There's a big cat in
And that's all the time we have today. So thanks for watching our 45-minute introduction video.
That was like being on like a This Is Your Life. Like I haven't seen so much of that.
I'm going, oh yeah.
Oh my god, it was.
Yeah.
Who knew? I spent 2 and almost 3 hours today making that video, and I have now watched, I think, every video with Julia Mattison or Drew Gehling in it ever
Seen them all.
existed.
You've combed
The original,
the
the original cut of that was like 4 minutes, and I was like, I need to cut this down. I need to cut this down.
So you cut a sensible 20 seconds out of it, and it's...
My
Hey.
God matters is the Jeremy and Drew cat song, though. I think we can all agree.
Yeah, I'd actually like
It's-
to welcome you guys to the set where that was shot.
Yes.
Right here, right in front
Behind
of
the scenes.
Baby.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I saw that special thanks to Julia Mattison at the end of every episode.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
I have so many questions because I am floored by how that all came together. And we're going to
Same.
get there. But first things first, hi guys, welcome to the show.
Hi.
I'm so excited you're both here. Where are you guys coming to us from today?
We are in New York. We are in our apartment on the Upper West Side.
Awesome.
And we were here through most of the whole ride. We were first few months here, and then we escaped a bit to kind of family land, just places to kind of see family and then escape from the world as much as possible. But we're back, baby. New
Well,
York's,
welcome back.
You know,
Yes.
functioning in a way.
Amazing. And you guys have been busy. We have a lot to catch up on between your Instagram presences, your new Vimeo specials. But first things first, because she's empty. So what are we drinking today, guys? What is your drink of choice on this Thursday afternoon?
We decided to go for a Boulevardier.
Classic.
And I said this yesterday. I was like, maybe in light of current moments, we could call it a Boulevardier of broken dreams.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah?
I think that's perfect.
Temporarily broken dreams. Let's say.
Sold.
Temporarily.
All right, and just to ensure that Dylan and I have everything that we're going to need, will you just
Yes.
run us down kind of your list? What do you have handy
Yes.
right now?
Okay,
You're gonna be there,
it's going to be like a little bit of a variation. Okay, so we're starting with a rye because I like a rye Boulevardier.
Same.
Excellent.
Nice. Oh, everyone's on point. Some sort of pink aperitif, red aperitif if you were. Campari would work. This is Cappelletti,
Oh.
which
Talk
is
dirty to me. Okay.
and then a little sweet vermouth. And if you want to get crazy, just a touch of orange bitters.
Oh,
Okay,
I have
great.
orange bitters. I'll
I do
that.
too. I'm going to make Drew really big so that no one sees me walk away to get my orange bitters. Except maybe not because they... Oh, there goes Dylan. They might be frozen, but I assume they're coming back to us. The internet's a weird thing. Oh.
Oh.
I can hear. Let's
I can see.
I can hear them, but I won't. Well, let's see. Sometimes if I bring them out and bring them back in, it does help, but we'll see. Otherwise, they'll be back.
They'll be back.
I'm going to grab my
sure.
orange bitters.
Yeah, grab your orange bitters, and I am going to take a sip of water, and let's see where they are at.
Well, luckily, Julia sent me the ingredients and the recipe, so we could also attempt to get this cracking before they return to us. If you're just tuning in, I think they're restarting. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the 5:30 Quarantini.
Yes.
I'm Michael Hull.
I'm Dylan Bustamante,
And
and there is
it's-
a big cat in all of us.
There is a big cat in all of us. Welcome to Happy Hour. We are going to be making a whiskey-based boulevardier of broken dreams with our Broadway pals Julia Mattison and Drew Gehling,
Yes.
who you might know from their credits, such as Julia debuted in
Godspell on the
Godspell.
Broadway.
Thank you. I just said
Yes.
this. And Drew was Dr. Pomatter.
Yes.
Is that right? Not Pottermore?
Pomatter.
Pomatter. And was Dr. Pomatter with almost every single Jenna, I think.
Yes. There was going to be a part of the very long intro video at one point where it was just going to be like clips of Drew with a bunch of Jennas.
You got a bunch of Jennas in there, just not all of them.
Just got two. I just got two.
Did you edit that? Did you edit that cut together, by the way?
No, that was
it
something
was already
that just
done.
like lived on the interwebs thanks to theatermania.com.
I wanted the entire intro video to be Drew ripping the piece of paper off the prescription pad and then just chasing it for like 4 minutes. And they're back. Let's welcome back to the show, Julia and Drew. Hi, guys.
Thank you. We're back.
Listen to those harmonies, those quarantine harmonies.
We were worried. Our internet completely went out today, and we were like, well, it's kind of returning. We have to call. We'll figure it out. We're on our phones now.
Okay,
We're gonna make it work. But if our quality's good enough, we're gonna stay on cellular, baby.
You look great. You sound great.
We
And
tried.
while you were gone, we grabbed our bitters, so we're ready for you guys.
Then it all works out, and we're
Yes, we're back. All right, so what are the measurements, guys? Let's get
Okay,
this
step one.
drink
We're going to do
going.
about like an ounce and a half of your rye. So
Okay.
you add like something like this, like the bigger size, and
Mhm.
almost to the top.
Okay,
It'll be healthy.
perfect.
Let's see.
Healthy pores, folks.
Yes.
The best way to be healthy in quarantine is with a healthy pour.
All right.
And then once you've done that,
Uh-huh.
you can either pour this over ice or not, and then strain it into like we'll get to that later. And then you're gonna want like just a little bit less than an ounce of your sweet vermouth.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Have you guys been doing a lot of Boulevardier of broken dreams during the quarantine?
What's been our
Yes.
drink of choice?
It's been a good. What we started in Negroni Land for a while,
Yeah.
which is obviously a sister of this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we got and did some Boulevardiers for a while. I mean, for the first chapter of quarantine, Day Bloody Marys was a really big.
Yep.
If we were going to do the cheer outside, we would usually
Have a good
only
Bloody
have
Mary.
one hand free.
And I really perfected it, and that just became like, what time is it? Doesn't matter.
Well, that's funny. This show started because Michael and I were trying to figure out a time that it would be okay to start drinking every day.
We were like, if we build an entire show about starting to drink, then surely we won't drink before that.
And there was only just a few days of us being really drunk at the 5:30 Quarantini, so that was great.
Backstage secrets.
That tracks.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just forgot that I have to double the recipe because there's two of us. I was just making
Great.
one. So, but the last step is going to be the same, just under an ounce of your Campari.
Perfect.
I'm going to do that as well.
Double it up.
Double it up. Yeah, I definitely remember in the beginning of quarantine having that realization of like, eventually drinking mimosas and eating pizza is not going to be a sustainable choice anymore.
Right. It's a journey about waves, and I feel like the beginning wave was just drinking at any hour, staring at walls, screaming. It was exciting, and then it became we had like a health kick wave, and we did like at home workouts.
Yep.
And you know what? And that kind of slowed down as well.
And now we're in the dark liquor wave.
Yeah, now we're in the dark liquor wave and the quiet walking wave.
I bet it's kind of nice to see everybody's home bar set up. We instead of using a stirring spoon, tend to use this Albus Dumbledore wand from Harry Potter.
Word.
Okay.
It works quite well. Though the paint's chipping off, so we've had a couple drinks of Albus Dumbledore as well.
I mean, if it's gonna be, any Harry Potter character, it should be Dumbledore.
That's right.
Get a little magic.
Is
There's
it?
some magic in you.
Oh, it's Albus Potter. Would it be
It's Albus Potter, because this was from the Harry Potter. This was from Cursed Child.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Secrets, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm gonna pour them out. Well.
All right, pour them out. Let's pour them out.
Pour 'em
mine is-
out. Ooh,
Mine
looks
is very
pretty.
full.
Yes, mine is very full as
too.
well. Just the way I
Joshua
like it.
Hanks says, I doubled the recipe by default. Joshua,
Smart.
You know what?
I like the way you
Double
think.
Double
Yes.
up. Guys,
It looks good.
All right,
Cheers. Welcome to the show.
Boom.
Clink, clink, clink.
And while we're cheersing, congratulations not only to Drew on a killer party, but Julia, we saw you last week on TV. You
That's
had
right.
you with Ben and Joel Wagner, former guest of the show, on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
That's
So
right. It was
congratulations
so,
on that.
Thank you. It was so fun.
that was awesome.
Got to do some
It-
little tunes.
Yeah.
One special Ben Platt tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And I was so excited when Joel and you both were just like, you guys should probably watch Jimmy Kimmel tonight. And I was like,
Yeah. This is a
Texting
casual.
everyone I
"Oh, you
know."
might see a familiar face or two.
Oh my gosh. And of course, a familiar face or two, most recently from Instagram, from the Advent and Quarantine calendar.
Oh, classic.
Which was, we talked a lot to Joel about this.
yes,
but
when we had Joel on the episode, there
yeah.
was a whole 8-minute segment of me trying to say the word. So I'm just not going to try anymore.
Calendar. I think my
Calendar.
favorite part of spelling it that way is that it is, and Joel probably said the same thing. Like, it's my favorite thing to make other people try to say, because like when the world remained as it was, when it still existed, we were out on the street. Someone would be like, "Oh my gosh, I've seen your calendar video." And I was like, "Yes, this is fun."
You wouldn't stop it.
I wouldn't correct. No, yeah, calendar.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, first of all, where have you been? But Julia and Joel have this Instagram channel. I believe we even made a little banner for it. There it
We
is.
did.
Advent
Yes!
Calendar, which started, correct me if I'm wrong, but started as an inside joke from a holiday party?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
This was like on these steps, right? The piano's right over here. This little keyboard over here. And we just, in this corner, basically the idea was that the two of us wanted to have a holiday party. Because I was like, I've always wanted to be, I'd mostly lived in like small rooms with nothing but a bed kind of thing. Where it's like, I'd love to have a holiday party like you do when you're an adult with cocktails and friends. With sing-alongs. And so we threw this like small party, and Joel and I were joking about how funny it would be if like we had a booklet of carols, like having all your classics, your Deck the Halls, your whatever, and sneak in some fake carols and then make everybody sing them.
Yeah.
So we did like, we snuck in "Oh Religious Christmas Song,"
Yeah.
of course, "Oh, comma, Religious Christmas Song," and "Why is sausage not a Christmas food?" Those were like our first, and we
Christmas fears.
Christmas fears, where it's like, it was just Christmas fears, what are yours, what are yours? And everybody at the party shared their Christmas fears.
I'm obsessed with this
that's
idea.
Great.
I'm obsessed with this idea of like tricking people into like, oh yeah, I know this one, I know
Yeah,
this
you know
one.
this one,
It's
right?
like when you go to a wine tasting and people are like, oh yeah, I taste leather, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh yes, leather.
Yeah.
For sure.
When everyone lies together.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I think we actually have a little Advent calendar
Oh, good.
clip.
These are my
Just-
But from the new updated Quarantini.
Quarrelander.
We do. Just in case there haven't been enough multimedia pieces yet today.
I know.
Here's
Our
a
cat.
quick clip of you guys just started putting them on YouTube. So if you're watching this, go subscribe. I think it's called Joel and Julia's something.
Carol
Something.
Collection.
Carol
Carol
Collection.
Collection.
Let's
Much
take a
easier.
look at a new cough.
Oh, yes.
Do you have a cough?
No.
Do you have a cough, Marty?
Ruth? No.
Do you have the new cough, Marty?
It's probably the old cough that's been on and off.
But remember, Marty,
Ruth, not again.
we went to that party and you had that Havarti and it made you
me feel farty. Ruth, now don't get me started.
Right, anyway, Jan was there and she wasn't feeling doing so well, and she had a cough, Marty.
She said, ahem.
A new cough, Marty.
It was just some phlegm.
So Jan gave it to you, and
It
you'll
was
give
5
it to me,
p.m.
and
We
then
left
I'm gonna
before
die.
them.
Is it the cough that will send me to Sinai?
I'm giving you some.
Marty.
Do you have a cough?
Like, just brilliant. Just brilliant.
Just so funny. How has it been working from quarantine or working from this new thing we call life and creating all of this stuff?
It's been so strange and also like such a lifeline and so fun because I think like when we did the calendar, it was just one day in a room together for like 7 hours. We filmed all 25 songs, and it was just a much more concentrated. Like we thought you just have to be in the room to make it happen, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then this has been so fun because we'll just get on a call and we'll like FaceTime or something, and we'll text each other ideas and like. It's a mix of like we'll have brainstorms together and we'll be like maybe a song about this, or sometimes we'll each just individually have like, oh, I just thought of one, we'll sing it into our phone and send it to each other. New Cough was one that we like thought of right out the gate because we had so much fun doing the Sondheim Christmas one, and we were like that we've spent hours in this apartment as well just making up fake Sondheim songs because that's become our favorite pastime.
Yes.
And so we came up with that, but like Joel being such a brilliant pianist and arranger, orchestrator, he was like, I don't want to like do it wrong. So he spent time like really piecing together the pieces.
Of
so like
course
that
he did.
just moved
Yeah.
stronger because we're like, we want to do it right, and
Yeah.
then it really felt proper. But it's been fun. It's like sometimes, I mean, for example, like we're supposed to post a new video tomorrow. And up until a couple hours ago, we were like, I don't think we have anything for this week. But Joel just thought of one that I think we'll record tonight and post tomorrow, hopefully.
Great.
Well, what's so funny is the 4th of July one was the day that we had Joel on, and he was like, oh no, I have to go after the episode because he was like, I have to go film a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then he like came back later and he was like all decked out in America. And I was like, yeah, it was so fun.
So cool. Speaking of quarantine content, so Drew, you did it just come out like 2 weeks ago, this Killer Party?
Yeah, so it like kind of came out as a rolling thing. It started off, Jason Howland texted me out of the blue and was like, hey, I'm so bored and I have written so many songs and I've like cut this whole thing down to be like maybe just like 9 episodes, and we're gonna do like 9 30-second songs. It'll take 2 weeks of your time.
Yeah.
And you can shoot it all entirely in your house, and we'll send you all the stuff. Do you want to do it? It? Like, yeah.
It's well.
I do something to do. And I talked to him. Like, it was like, Jules, can you shoot me? Can you like be the
and how?
So
When?
I was like, all right, yeah, we'll do this thing. So we pretty much just would get an episode. Kind of once a week, and you would find out if you were in it or not. But that essentially you had to kind of shoot yourself in like completely out of context. You don't know if you're the murderer. None of us knew anything. We didn't know the entire arc of the whole thing.
Right. Did they send you like shots, like the different shots you needed?
No. Here's the thing. Like we got the script, so I would get on the phone with Jessica Keenan and who pretty much all of my scenes were with, and we would go like, all right, how are we gonna like lay this down? And she would go, I'm gonna stand here, and I'll go, okay, I'm in my kitchen, I'm gonna stand here, and then we'd get Mark Bruni on the phone, who kind of like directed the whole thing, and he would kind of throw in some ideas and just be like, hey, make sure you get me this shot so we can cut to that at some point. Pretty much we like did
that is crazy.
Yeah, and then these editors kind of made it something else. It was
the
amazing.
editors, I mean, I just can't get over the undertaking of it all. If you guys haven't seen or heard of a Killer Party yet, it's an all-star cast. It's Drew, it's Alex Newell, Jared Spector, Christina Alabato,
Laura Osnes,
Laura,
Jared Spector.
Yeah. It's Jackie Burns on a boat, on a yacht, in a field.
Those drone shots were insane.
And so you guys all filmed this alone at home, or with your partners, with your families at home, and it's edited like the shots match, so it looks like you guys are talking to each other. I'm glad that I didn't start watching it until it was all out, because I'm a very impatient person, so I just went right through it all because I wanted to know what happened, who done it.
I still don't know what happened. I haven't watched all the episodes yet.
Yeah.
Like, we have to watch ourselves.
I have a thing. I can't like really watch myself, so I'll kind of steal away and like secretly watch what happens in the videos.
We're gonna do a marathon.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit down, maybe more Boulevardiers, and we're gonna do the full proper, like no details missed.
It's just wild to get these texts from my friends that live in LA that will have these outside house parties where they project a film onto the side of someone's house. Yeah. And this is. It's crazy how it's suddenly everywhere now, which is really kind of awesome to know that people are, starved for the musical in this way.
There was a New York Times review. There was, it was on Deadline. It's been everywhere.
Wow. Well, it was really fun. I got really in. There were moments where at the beginning where I was like, oh no, we got to do it right. Like I got really into it and like we have like, of course, a ring light and like put a phone in it. And I took it off the stand and I like used it like a steady cam, and I was like, no, we gotta zoom in, we gotta capture this. I'm gonna go up the stairs and get you. I crawled into your closet at some point to get like an inside closet shot.
Yeah.
But then like two episodes later, it was me being like, all right, let me know when you're set up and I'll press record.
Give me the lines that I have to say, and I'll just say the line.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is so wild. But if you haven't seen it, highly recommended. Dylan and I, like I said, have made our way through it 2 times now.
Yeah.
2 times because you got to go back and watch
funny.
you got to go watch for the details, for the clues.
Mm-hmm.
There are clues along the way.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's true.
Just like all good killer murder parties, musicals.
Do I got over here? Crap.
My phone's running out of battery. We're gonna charge it. We're just like tech not savvy in this.
Listen,
it's so good.
It's a pandemic. We're doing what we can.
It's a pandemic. We do the best we can.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, the best we can so far has been pretty good, so I wouldn't worry about it.
That's true.
Okay, good.
We have a very special game that we've lined up for you guys. We are going to wait to get your phone plugged in, to get you set up before we start that. But we have been working all day to prep that for you guys, and I'm very excited to play with you.
I'm so excited. I love a game when I don't know what the game is.
Give me a game.
Let's dive in.
All right. Well, you two, I actually think, why don't you, are you on a phone or a tablet?
A phone.
Will you just pick it up for a second and then put it back down? I think we might be getting a little bit of like proximity microphone stuff. Something going on with the mic.
Might be better here. Yeah. We can also put our headphones in.
Put our headphones in.
I think that may have fixed it. Dylan? Thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then let's get something else to prop this up. Prop.
This is live, you guys.
This is live theater.
This is live.
In the time of.
Are we getting
Let's see.
again?
Yeah, it was crackly when it was on the thing, but I think, let's see.
That seems not crackling.
That
does
seems
seem
much
not
better. All right.
Will crackle?
Little snap, crackle, pop.
I think it's good. I think, we're making it work. It's a pandemic. I think we should jump right into today's game of the day. All right, today's game is inspired by Drew Gehling and Julia Mattison, 2 of the funniest people we know. The name of the game is Name That Broadway Funny Person. And you 2 are not answers, I'll give you that much.
This is exciting.
All right, here's the way the game is going to work. And if you're in the comments, get excited because we're gonna need your help. I'm gonna play you an audio clip of of someone who is a comedian or a funny person who has appeared on Broadway before. Mm-hmm. And if you need the clues, I'll also tell you what they were talking about. And all you have to do is tell us who's talking. We love games, says a very old headshot from Kevin Metzger-Timpson. Work. All right, so, for example, let's start here. I am going to give you this as your first question. Where is she? Let's go here. Here's your first question. Name that Broadway funny person.
I go to Target and people go, "Oh my God, I thought you collapsed and you were 500 pounds." I'm like, "No, just the Inquirer." No.
Why would they say that?
I don't know, but they actually said I was 310 pounds, which is not, to me, I felt, well, now I have an 80, 90 pound swing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I felt free. I could gain a few more and they wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. Can you guys hear that over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 2 guesses, but we'll go with one. I think
Well, you can talk us through it. You can go Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on us.
My first thought
is Rosie.
You're thinking Rosie, and I think either Rosie or maybe Lisa Lampanelli. But then I was like, what show was she in on Broadway? So I think Rosie. I think we're gonna go Rosie.
We're going Rosie.
This is when I should have mentioned, if you get the answer right, you'll hear Alex Newell riffing. If you get the answer wrong, you'll hear something else. So your guess, we're locking in with Rosie O'Donnell, and that is correct. That would be Rosie O'Donnell. This was from a press appearance during Taboo, that musical she did with Boy George, which she produced.
She had free childcare on the set of Taboo.
Did she really?
Yes, she did.
How about that?
Oh, wow.
Way to go, Rosie. All right, you're 1 for 1. Let's hear your next Broadway funny person.
But she's a brilliant actress.
Did you love her in Les Mis?
I liked her a lot in Les Mis. I adored her in Rachel's Getting Married.
Ah, yes.
I mean, that's a performance that everybody that wants to be in the movies, go watch what she does on screen. But in real life, ugh.
What is it about her? Just
Oh,
doesn't have a sense of humor?
fake
or-
cutesy.
Fake, yeah.
You're too tall, you're too beautiful to go, oh, yes, I love yams. You know.
All right. Who's
I love
the famous-
yams? What is she talking about?
I'm going to tell you what she's talking about in a minute, but first, who is the famous Broadway funny person yelling, I love yams?
Joan Rivers.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. That would be Joan Rivers. Specifically, that would be Joan Rivers talking about Anne Hathaway in the Les Mis movie. And she said that she liked Anne's performance, but she doesn't like Anne because she's too pretty, and she doesn't like it. And of course, Joan Rivers wrote 2 Broadway plays, Fun City and Sally Marr and Her Escorts. So she's a Broadway funny lady.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're 2 for 2. Here
Okay.
comes your third Broadway funny person.
I mean, the last time I was even near Broadway was Godot. And in this play resonates as strongly as that play did for me. And it is as powerful a piece as that. I mean, I said to Moises after I read this play, I said, this makes Godot look Amish. I mean, but it's, or you can say heavily armed our town, whatever. You know, but it is that idea that the play really kicked me hard. And it was like I went, and if I'm going to come back, why not take a chance with something this powerful? Yeah.
All right, can you name that Broadway funny person?
I love watching the fact that Julia knew exactly who it was, and Drew was like, I have no idea.
I knew in the first word that it is Sir Robin Williams.
You are correct. That is
Is
Robin Williams.
Is that about Bengal Tiger in the Baghdad Zoo?
Yes,
Sure
it
was.
I loved that play.
That was
Yeah,
a great
and-
play.
Yes,
It was. All right, that was him talking about that. In a similar vein, why don't we go here next? If you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. We're playing Name That Broadway Funny Person. Our guests, Julia and Drew, are currently 1, 2, 3 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
We're 1/3 of the way through the game because there are 9 questions. So far, it's a perfect game. Will we stump them? Let's find out. Here comes your next Broadway Funny Person.
But I think I'm a shy person too, especially in social situations for a while. And so I don't know if we talked that much. We probably talked a little bit, like about me and things like that. But then later, about 5 years ago, we met again. And she said, I'm filling you in. I would say, would you ever like to write a song together? And I had only written songs alone, so I had no concept of how to write a song with somebody. But I said, sure. And we followed through.
So that is a Broadway Funny Person. Any idea who it is?
I think I've got this, and it's because it was told to me. But this is Steve Martin. But
you are correct.
Yes.
Bright Star.
Benny,
No?
Alex, and I would do that backstage during the show at our Best Wild and Crazy Guys impression. But Bright Star, the first time I had ever listened to it was in California on the drive like a week ago. I had never heard it because we opened at the exact same time, and I never got to go see the show.
Oh, right.
Amazing. I love the
Yeah,
music.
the music to that show was unbelievable, and Carmen Cusack's performance was.
Oh,
that voice.
Yeah.
So good, and that's a clip from an interview of Steve talking about meeting his co-writer Edie Brickell. Is that how you say that? Brickell at a party, and was asked if he would collaborate on a song, and he was like, "Well, I don't know if I've ever collaborated on a song, but like, let's try." And thus came Bright Star the musical.
Well, it worked out perfectly.
It sure did. You guys are 4 for 4. I'm very impressed. Let's see. Do I have any hard ones left? I really thought I was going to stump you. Let's try this. This might be the hardest one, so buckle up. Here it comes. Can you name this Broadway funny person?
And because it's something that they're not used to seeing jokes about. So it's surprising to be irreverent in a situation like that. It surprises them. And I think they like that because they've had the same thoughts, but they weren't expressed. I had nothing, and it seemed like I was funny, so why not try and use this particular skill that I had to make a living, because there was nothing else that I could do.
The last part, I think I got it from that last of what I can do. But do you guys have a guess?
I think it might be Spalding Gray.
It is not. Oh, wait. Hold on. I can tell you that.
No.
Okay.
I will tell you that
Julia, do you have a guess?
I'm pretty Larry David.
Julia, how did you were so good at this?
The last line of that sounded exactly like Bernie Sanders, and I was like, it's Larry David.
I swear, that was like 11th hour. I got approval.
Nailed it.
No, I really didn't know. I was like certain I wouldn't guess, and it just came to me. I guess it really, I appreciate my comedians on Broadway.
There you go.
On the Broadway.
On the Broadway. That was Larry talking about his 2015 show where he had a double Broadway debut as both the playwright and the star of Fish in the Dark. Way to go, Larry David. All right, let's go. I'm saving some of my favorite ones for the end. Well, it is the end, so I need to start using my favorite ones. Let's go here next. Can you name this Broadway funny person?
For new performers?
Yes.
Have a good time. Even when you mess it up, have a good time. People don't make you offers anymore. Now you can be a star eating a bug. But if you have talent, you always have a good time because you can do your craft anywhere, you know.
Do we know? Do we have a guess?
They know.
Yeah, that was Whoopi Goldberg in press day of Sister Act the musical, back when she was just the producer before they convinced her to also star in it. But when she was just...
That happened like pre-quarantine, that it was gonna happen.
Well, it was supposed to happen this summer in London. And obviously not happening currently.
You can't go to London if you're...
No. Right.
No.
You're not letting us in.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are 6 for 6.
Look at
we
that
only have
go.
3. We only have 3 chances left to stump you. Let's start here with someone that I adore, and that's all I'm gonna say. Here we go.
I have been doing plays since I was 5 years old, and then majored in theater in college. It's like I always wanted to go back to do theater.
Right.
And this came up, and he said, "Will you read this play?" And I read it, and he was like, "Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "I do. I really do want to do it." And then the next question was, "What's the least amount of time I can do it?"
Dylan thinks he knows it.
I got it from that last line again.
May I
Yeah,
guess one, too?
Lob.
Amy Schumer?
Nailed it. Yes,
From
that is
Meteor Shower.
from Meteor Shower. Yes. Amy Schumer, who's apparently like a big Broadway stan, like loves theater.
Yeah.
And I almost
She was good in that.
She was really good.
You know who?
I never got to see it.
Jeremy Shamus.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All four of them were great.
Oh,
Yeah.
So good.
big fan.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. These are our last two. Dylan, pick A or B.
B.
All right, here we go. Can you Oh no. Can you name this Broadway funny person?
The last few months have been an amazing time in my life. My talk show's just been renewed through 2017. I'm working on my 7th book, and I've got my wonderful family. And then Broadway came calling. I'm not learning how to sing like Mariah Carey. I don't have time to dilly-dally with them. I'm late.
Oh. Wait, but when has she been on Broadway? This is my
Oh,
question.
She was in Chicago, of course.
She was in Mama Morton.
She was a Mama Morton.
Everybody was.
It's Mama Morton, a.k.a. Miss Wendy Williams.
And of course, Drew is going to get that because Drew has been on the Wendy Williams show.
Sure has. I think we even showed a clip from that earlier. I want to play that one more time just so we can all hear Wendy Williams warming up her voice.
The last few months have been an amazing time in my life. My talk show's just been renewed through 2017. I'm working on my 7th book, and I've got my wonderful family. And then Broadway came calling. I'm not learning how to sing like Mariah Carey. I don't have time to dilly-dally with.
What is that noise?
I wish I'd seen it. I really wish I'd seen it.
Whoa.
I wonder if I can go on a YouTube spiral and find it somewhere. I feel like I might.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be there. I'll send it to you if I find it.
Yeah, we don't support bootlegs here, but there's an
Bootlegs
awful lot
are
of them.
terrible, but they
sometimes
make great
show up.
quarantine days.
All right, you guys are 8 for 8. This is your final question. And let's see. This is my
I'm
last
nervous.
chance
Who else
to
could it be?
stump you. Oh, lots. There's a lot of people that I didn't even get to. Wait, why can't I find this person? Here we are. This is your last Broadway funny person. And I'll give you a hint that this person is speaking at curtain call.
On behalf of the entire cast, I want to thank you so much. This has been a dream come true doing this show. I'm 65 years old now. I think I'm the only 65-year-old doing cartwheels on Broadway. But I so love performing this show, and there's so many people out there that I love.
That's all you get.
That's all we get. Okay.
Yep. Do you want it one more time?
One
Yeah,
more
one
time.
more time.
On behalf of the entire cast, I want to thank you so much. This has been a dream come true doing this show. I'm 65 years old now. I think I'm the only 65-year-old doing cartwheels on Broadway. But I so love performing this show, and there's so many people out there that I love.
Okay.
I think I
we
know.
know that it's a one-man show because the laugh was about half of the entire cast.
Mhm.
Over
Yep.
65 comedian one-man show.
Could be Martin.
Broadway.
Could be Martin Short. Dream becomes me.
That was had other people.
That did. Yeah, Brooks was in that.
And that didn't sound like him.
No.
It must have been like a stand-up hour, which was like it wasn't Will Ferrell.
It was not a stand-up hour. It was a play that this person brought to Broadway twice. And this person is also like a good friend of the Disney company. That might be a misleading clue, but this person has
He has voiced a Disney character before. I figured out who it is.
And it's not Robin Wright.
And it's not Nathan Lane.
Billy.
It's Billy Crystal
Billy
7 or
Crystal.
something.
I never doubted that you guys would get there. Hold on, let me check my scorecard. It seems you're a winner, baby. That's a perfect game of Name That Broadway Funny Person.
Oh, look at Turco. Look at him go. He's going downstairs now.
Downstairs.
The
I knew you
lower
guys had it
level.
in you. And he's back.
Oh my gosh, you guys were so good at that game. Look at
Oh my
that
God,
little
both of us
puppers.
gasped.
Who is
Hello.
this?
My daughter Annie is also wandering about.
We've seen her in the shot a few times.
She pops in every now and
Popping
then.
in. Say
Yeah.
hi.
But what's that? What is that? A new puppy?
Yes, she is. We got her at 8 weeks. She is 4.5 months old. So a quarantine pup. She's a pup of a fostered dachshund mother, and she's a mix, and we don't quite know the mix, but she's very cute.
Oh my God, she's
so
adorable.
What's her name?
Her name's Ziggy.
Ziggy.
Oh my God, so cute.
Oh, so
All right, you guys. Well, it is well after 6 o'clock, which means that happy hour's over. Drinks are full price again. So we've got 2 questions that we've asked every guest of the show. And so you guys will not be the exception. And so these are the hard-hitting questions, and here they come. Question number 1 for each of you, and you can answer in whatever order you want, is, we know that life is crazy right now, and the world is going through it. But what is something that has been bringing you joy or keeping you going during this wild quarantined time?
That's good. Ooh, this dog's definitely good.
Yeah. I'd say you guys.
Aww. I agree.
Me. No.
You guys.
Amazing. And then our other question is, not that we want to rush the healing that the world is going through, not that we want to, push through and cut this time short. But when the world starts to resemble itself again, and when things start opening up and we get some of our world back, what is something that you're looking forward to?
Oh, we were talking about this last night. We had that I miss everything moment where I was like, I do want just a night at the theater. I want I want that you grab a drink at the bar and you hear someone sing. Yeah. That kind of club, theater, evening, night, and seeing people you know and love and hearing good music. That's kind of my big one.
I miss the spontaneity of an evening.
Yeah.
You can find yourself after a show at at a spot with some friends, and then you end up catching the late show at 54 Below, and then then you're across the street, and then suddenly you're like, wow, I've seen 70 people that I just happened to run into.
Just having, and then suddenly you have the best night ever.
Those typical New York nights where 1 minute you are here and then you get dragged somewhere else and then you're somewhere else and then those are the nights that I think we all miss.
Yeah.
And, they'll be back.
They will be back. I miss it. I call it the summer camp aspect of the theater community in New York. That it's
totally.
Just hanging out on the 10th floor of 54 and bumping into people and letting the world take you where it will.
Yeah, the best.
Oh my God, so much fun. Well, you guys, thank you. I know the world is wild right now, so it means a lot that you came to spend some time with us today.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm so glad. We adore both of you. I can't wait for this to pass so that you guys can get back to what you do. We can get back to seeing you in person. But until then, I'm glad you're both doing well.
I know, and thank you for the delicious boulevardier of dreams.
I mean, we might have to make another. Let's get real.
I think we should have
almost 6:30, so why not?
I think you should have 3 more and then go watch a killer party. Whoa.
Killer party marathon. Let's go.
Work.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Thank you guys so much. It was lovely catching up and seeing you both.
Love you guys. So good to see you.
And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. You guys, if you're just tuning in,
you're late.
You missed our very special guest stars, Julia Mattison and Drew Gehling, were just with us. We played a game. We made a whiskey cocktail.
Yes, a boulevardier. It was delicious. It's a boulevardier of broken dreams.
Work. Dylan's really feeling it. If you guys have fun
apparently.
today, make sure you hit subscribe on our YouTube channel. There's a lot of other shows on here that we think y'all like, including coming up on Monday, it's MT Trivia with the Metzger Timpsons. And their guests this week are Caroline Bowman, Elsa. I don't know why this means Elsa. This is ice coming out of my hands.
This is Elsa.
Elsa, and Austin Colby, both from the tour of Frozen. They will be live battling it out for the title of Trivia Champion on Monday night. With
And
Chris
that's going to
Kevin
be
next
fun
Tuesday.
because they're going to be together. That'll
Yeah.
be the first time that they have like some people together on MT Trivia.
Yeah.
Gonna make sure that, no one's cheating.
Yes. And then on Tuesday, I'm back with my pal Jackie Cox. We have a show called Good Morning Tonight, which is going to be a great time. That's at 7 o'clock. And then Dylan, what happens next?
What happens next? Well, that's a great thing. We're back, Michael and I, next Thursday, September 3rd at 5:30.
Yes, we can't wait. Until then, you guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We love you all.
Yes.
I can't believe how much of this I've left.
I'm shocked for such a delicious beverage.
I was busy pushing buttons.
Okay,
You guys,
okay.
we love you all. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and we'll see you next
stay
week.
safe. Happy hour.